I just spent those moments creating, which is another kind of a template piece to get framed. So I really liked just reusing, like, I've had these buttons for a while, I've added that to it. This another button I got as well, so they've got some gel medium on them and they're gonna dry soon, and then they'll be a bit clearer to see those buttonholes. And I've cut different papers, overlaid them, and I have then made my fish. Let me just get this right. 3-dimensional again, so you can see it kind of has that space between it, but I've been using these kind of sticky pads at the moment, but and then doubling them up to make it kind of thicker, but I think you can get thicker ones than these pads, so that keeps it off the actual surface of the first paper, so that I can kind of get that extra layering kind of effect. So the fish is not, let me just get it right, pick it up. So the fish is not flat on the paper. So I'm trying to start getting that kind of quality, interactive quality to these art pieces. So once this is framed, you'll be able to see what it looks like as a finished piece. These extra edges are to glue onto the mat so that it keeps it in place, and then it'll be a bit more, it'll be neater basically. So this is the piece I made in that time lapse. Don't know how well you can see that. So it's got the fish just here swimming down, and then I have like some leaves and like it's supposed to be lilies, I think, and kind of like reeds hanging around, and some flowers floating in the water. And also, I mean, this pale color here is not exactly the blues like I've been doing for the other ones, but I was thinking about it and trying to decide about the aspect of design, and if you have something dark, you need something light behind it. So it could have been blue, but then at the other side I was thinking, yeah, but this could be like it's sand at the bottom of a clear pool, and you can just see this fish, this koi fish, swimming around. So I just went with it, and I just liked the way that it looked. It was something new. I used the buttons that I have in my collection and I'm trying to use up. So I used that to kind of design the different elements in this piece. And I just feel my way along when I am creating these. It's not that I've sketched this out, but I'm trying to use the papers I have had for years, and I want to use them up. And then also, yeah, just work with the different elements that I have, because I've had these flowers for a while as well. So I thought that would be quite great. And then it's dimensional as well. So once I put it in the frame like the other two, when I get some more, then it will look really good. So I can't wait to put that in a frame. But the main aim as well that I was trying to get for today was to try and think of a strategic way of prepping for this. So I actually specifically measured out what the frame, the insert frame bit is supposed to be before designing it, because I'm trying to be more efficient. So I'll have to kind of either create a print that I can print out on this kind of card, and then I can easily just fill in the 4x6 size, and then still have this edge so that I can glue that onto the mat, or just have the mat in front of that to hold it from falling, and then you have that in the frame. So each piece will be completely different, and so they'll be all unique pieces of art. So and I'll sign them at the back and things. But also, like I said, I'm reusing old stock. So some of these might have other elements on the back of them. I won't say what's on the back of this one, but it's another print that didn't work out. But yeah, so they'll have other elements on the back of them. So you'd kind of have some interest in the whole thing if you ever opened it up and had a look and things like that, and see that I am trying to upcycle some pieces of papers and things that I have. But at the end of the day, I've created a piece of artwork on the front part that you can see. I used my pen here to, let's see, which one is this? Millennium Zig. It's a Zig pen. I used that, I don't know if it's coming out right on this, I think it is. I used that to kind of create its whiskers here on its face and then its eyes as well. And yeah, I really like that. So once it's in the glass, it's going to look really nice. But right now you can't really envision it. I think that's part of something that's really interesting for artists, where we have a vision in our head and we are planning out things, but not everybody understands what it is till you see it at the end. But you saw the process I used there to create this. It didn't make sense. It looked chaotic. My studio floor is a total mess. I might just pan around to show you what it looks like. But when I created the other two as well the other day, it was a total mess. And it was interesting to see my husband's face later on when he came in. But yeah, I mean, it's like we have a storm in the room and then you get something like this come out at the end of it. So yeah, I enjoyed doing that. And you never know what you're going to get. And I just like to be spontaneous with the colors in front of me and try out different things. And I like that because I still have that little piece of black paper. I'm going to have to paint some more black paper to use for more characters in the future. I was almost adding some reds on the actual fish, but then I wanted to add this because I'm thinking of in the pond when you have like the lotus or the different flowers floating in the pond. That's the idea of what I've done with the buttons there. So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing some more of these. And I have different ideas of other characters I can do aside from the fish. It's just that I want to get used to this theme of the fish and see what different ways work with it, different colors, and how I can play around with the paper. And different things I add so that, and I'll add fabrics as well and things, so that I can, by the time I start with different characters, subject matter, then I'll be a bit more used to what it is that I am doing. So yeah, I really like the way this one turned out. What else was I doing? Oh yeah, I was also sharing not that long ago on my Instagram. I'll put the details of my Instagram at the bottom there. But of these brushes that I got when I was on holiday. And I can't wait to use these in like some painting technique sessions and things. So, and when we were on holiday, I deliberately looked for these shapes so that I can use them in mark making. So that's going to be a lot of fun using these. Also, another thing that I'm trying to do when I organize myself, which I want to do very soon, is create classes that I can host and that I can have on my website, so that people can come onto my website and purchase those classes and spend their own time, you know, take their leisure at actually doing the classes. Because I get people asking me all the time about, you know, art and different materials and different mediums and approaches and things, and it'd be really good if I can just have classes that I've pre-recorded on my website and make them available to people so that they can then take their time to do that. So I'm going to try and look at how, like sharing like these tools, for example, which are shapers, and I have so many different tools. So I'll talk about tools, I'll talk about kind of what people think art is and how there's so many different approaches to it, and also about how to form our own language, our own symbolism, our own mark making techniques, and how we can create those marks with the different tools or just things around the home. And yeah, it's just going to be fun. And then making the work in that, and it'd be great to share that as well on my Instagram once that kicks off. So I have a lot of things that I'm planning to do. So I've been trying to schedule all those things. So yeah, I thought I would share that. I'll pan around now to show you my actual mess on my floor. Around and see the other chaos of my floor. So these are all bits that I've cut to use to make things, and I just need to tidy this up and then see what I should do next, basically. But it's a bit of a mess on my floor. Yeah, I'm gonna tidy this up because it's terrible. So I have hoovered the area, and I'd really like to change and tidy this area as well on my desk. Back here I have all this. So like I said before, the top has like some of my essentials to use for my work, crafting or painting and things, like writing as well and just planning. Up here, then here is where the brushes are, water brushes. I want to use those to do some, like I was saying, my classes and things I'm going to do and plan. And then down here, a lot tidier than it was. And yeah, and here I've got greeting cards and things in here, like blank ones that I've not done anything with yet, that I am planning to create handmade cards on. So I have that here, and then I've stamped the back with my name on it already as well. So that one's ready. There's like cello sleeves in here for that. Trying to think what else is here. Yep, some more of that. Some other papers I can use for the crafting, kind of creating my little collages. So I brought a lot of different things up that I want to start using. So yeah, that's this corner here by the door. I need to put some more sellotape in that for packaging. My buttons I brought up to use in collage work. Some wrapping. Not sure what that brown paper is for, but yeah, so that's my desk there, and I can just tidy this up and then and put this somewhere safe until I get a new frame for it. Yeah, just tidy it up and start planning what I'm going to do tomorrow. I got my paintings back from, I'm going to turn this around. So I'm probably going to be given, I think that's all for today really, because I'm going to tidy my desk a little bit and then plan what I'm going to do about the room. I'm currently using the guest room as my office, and I'm trying to get my mind set in that this is an office space, but I need to kind of consolidate the area a little bit better so that I can focus and have things handy. So in the wardrobe I have some of my art stuff, so that's out of sight. So it's just to make everything else less busy in this environment. So I will need to figure that out. But yeah, I'm trying to plan to use, like I said, everything that I already have. So my papers, recording classes, so that it's easy for people to access what it is that I'm doing in a practical way, and not just watch me doing things, but they can apply it to their own creativity. So I think that's going to be fun to share with that, because I do classes on Skillshare as well. I'll put the link down below as well for my Skillshare. So you just use the link, and you get it free for I think up to 1,000 people get it free, a month's free amount with Skillshare using my link. So just to trial it, you can see what it's like. So I will put that link there as well, but there'll be my classes and there's other people's classes you can use as well, but you can basically link and see what my classes are like there. But I will be also creating other art classes on my website where I can share other things, some extras on that as well. So yeah, I will. I also wanted to mention that aside from the classes that I want to set that people can just access on my site, I also want to be able to do tutorials. So if people want tutorials on topics or how to get started being creative and how to get ideas, I also have that available on my site, so that I can either do Zooms, I can do Skype with people, and then we can do classes as well that way as well. It doesn't have to be only what you see on my site. And we can discuss other kind of interests, like if it's oil paint, acrylic paint, watercolor, gouache, collaging, abstract art. I want to have all these things available, or even clay work. I mean, because I use air dry clay and create different things as well. So whatever medium you want to try out, I can discuss with you what tools you could get, what equipment, affordable equipment as well. It's not that it has to be expensive to get you started in being creative. So I can't access everybody, And I've tried to look into like locally buildings that I could have used for teaching art, and there's not many readily available, and their pricing is well, there's not many readily available. There's not much actually available that I'm aware of. I have had a look at one or two places with some friends helping me with that, but yeah, I still think that online is still available as a one-to-one session. So there's quite a lot of people that do that, you know, country to country, so that's not limited. So wherever you are in the world, it's possible to do a Zoom, it's possible to do a Skype, or even on Facebook, like to do a messenger call on Facebook. So different ways to do it and to experiment and have fun. During lockdown, that's something that I did with my niece. My cousin kind of wanted her to try out some art and get her inspired that way. So I would have Zooms, Skype sessions with her, and we would go over different artwork. So she'd be able to see what I was doing, and I would see what she was doing. And it was a lot of fun. So it's to keep it simple, and whatever tools you might have, for example, and then just to think of ways of ideas of what to paint, what to draw. All that can be, basically we can tailor the class to you if you want to do that on Zoom or on, Skype. So I'm very flexible. You can see on my channel, I try a lot of different tools. So basically, just send me a message and we can get that started for you. So I am going to continue tidying up here. This is Wednesday we're in. Tomorrow will be Thursday. So I'm hoping to do some more photo shoots of the items, like I said, I want to put on my Etsy or my website. I'm still not sure about that, so I will be doing that. I'll be thinking about that overnight to see what to do. But yeah, I'm glad I finally tidied this space. It was terrible. I'm going to keep on tidying, and then I'll be able to come in tomorrow with a fresh space to work in. So hi everyone. Today is Thursday, the 20th of April, and I thought I should come in here and say what I've been up to today already. So I have done a photo shoot of my stags that I got from my Gavin Mill exhibition, and I have listed a couple of them on Etsy. So that's what I've managed to do today. I have been kind of planning some other things. I got my easel back out of the attic and I built that, so I'm going to use that hopefully in some reels soon, and to start with my classes that I wanted to start doing for my website. But also I painted this bottle. It's an old bottle, and I just decided that because I bought some roses, so I wanted to jazz up this plain kind of glass bottle. So that was really fun. It's just acrylic paint, and I just put some colors on there. I started just imagining a meadow on it, to be honest, and thinking of putting some turquoise and apple greens and other greens on it as well, darker greens, and just building something on it. But this will be fine for now. You can see some of that there was kind of the hints of flower petals that I was trying to put across the jar. The glass bottle. So yeah, that was just a random fun thing. It's not permanent because, you can get glass paints, but this is acrylic, and I thought I'll just make it interesting. So it was a quick kind of art decor thing that I did today, just to get some of my painting out of my veins. What else have I been doing? So I'm currently trying to upload the segments I have for this actual video that I'll be putting on, releasing tomorrow, Friday, for you guys. So I am waiting for some of the information from my iPad to load so that I can put it onto my phone. That's what I'm filming with right now. And then I can start editing it on my computer. I have iMovie on my actual monitor, with my new Apple Mac that I've got here. So I want to try that out and see how it is to work on a bigger screen, because usually I'm working on either my iPad or sometimes my phone that I'm looking at now. So I want to try and see what it's like to have a bigger screen and use that. I usually use LumaFusion to do my editing, which I've been paying a subscription for that for the year, and my daughter uses it as well to edit her kind of videos for her channel that she has. So yeah, I basically can't use it on my actual setup that I have here with my computer, so I'm trying to start using the iMovie. And apparently on this one it has even more ways of adapting your video and editing and things, so I'll try that out. I've been moving my kind of workspace around a little bit and trying to organize the room. Like I said before, I don't like how cluttered it looked, but this makes me feel like it's more organized the way I've got it now. So I could probably show you what I've done with it since the last time you saw it. So I brought out a unit I had in the cupboard that was in this room. This is the guest room. And I had that before for my stuff in my wardrobe, but I've decided to repurpose it under the desk, and it feels kind of a tight fit, but it's okay. So this is what it looks like right now. I've added the unit under here, and this is my iPad and this is my screen, and yeah, that's what I've been doing right now. So this wasn't here yesterday, if you see in the video earlier on. But yeah, so I'm gonna get on with some work now and see what else I have to do today before I pick the kids up.